the spirit of why I can loan out my studio to Samina, have it not affect my well-being or my financial well-being at all, is because I start my work shifts as an entrepreneur in the afternoons around 1 o'clock and onwards. I've been an entrepreneur, self-employed for about 30 years, and that's what I've known about myself. So Samina coming over in the morning, whether I'm sleeping or whatever, and having a guest over, all that does is just add joy, love to my life. So what I share with Samina is, look, 1111 is pure, and you're never going to monetize it. So because I'm not profiting financially from it, and because I care about her being self-sustainable and independent financially and powerful and rich, it was like, these are the conditions that I'll give it to you for free. If you want other conditions, talk to me, but I might have to charge you a fee. Fair enough, right? So anyway, it's working out perfectly. So much so that it's like people are booking on to be on 1111, knowing that they cannot promote or talk about directly or indirectly the things that they normally want to promote or talk about. And what happened was, after watching Samina's life altered, like she used to wake up in the mornings and come to the office here, we'd have our morning meetings, and she was so negative, and then seeing that, you know, the way her days were going without a guest were completely different. Like just doomsday. I don't want to live. There's no hope for me. It was just so, I felt powerless and hopeless just being in her presence, because I knew I couldn't do anything to change it. There'd be nothing I could say that would make a difference. And so I honored that without trying to fix her. But I knew that if I got a guest in front of her, another person to look up to and wake up to, that she could listen to them and be present with them, she'd be out of her mind, and love would be present, and the possibility of going into the vortex in the afternoon after that guest left would be just high proportions of possibility. It's all worked out. What I didn't plan on is that so many people would crave and there'd be such a demand for 1111. It seems to be brilliant marketing in retrospect, but I never planned on all this success. And so then one day, I'm just noticing that Samina is like completely different. She's just happier and more predictably positive, and not going to go down that negative spiral. And then I two things happened actually. I decided to make it 7 days a week, because I noticed that on weekends she would be more depressed and sad. And so it's like, okay, 7 days a week. Let's just do this every day in the morning. It's fine. And then I was present to the love of each guest that had made her life different. Every single guest, every life that came in, the love of each person. And I said these words to Samina, and you know, if you have children around, please don't let them hear this. But it's what I said to her. I said, Samina, these people, all these people that came on to 1111 knowing they could not sell or promote themselves or their causes, these are the fucking people I would love to promote for free. That's what I said. And that's when Passion Projects Light was born. On the condition that they schedule it before they arrive for the 1111, they could come on this for free. And it's a one-camera interview on whatever subjects you're passionate about. You don't have to have a business. Maybe you're passionate about Christianity or landmark education or the environment or trees or taking down the government or CIA conspiracy theories. So it doesn't matter. Whatever you're passionate about, that's what you can talk about with one camera, you know, and it's for free. And then I threw another piece into it, which I said, you know, I know you're resisting money, and I know you never want to charge for 1111, so we're not. So just understand, there's no money coming in on 1111, and I agree with you on that. But for those individuals that want to, you know, bless you with meaningful value in the form of a $100 bill, and it's conditional. It's a brown $100 bill, cash, because it has a significance. Even though it's not very much money, it's something about a brown. I love $100 bills. Samina's now starting to love $100 bills. They're like just, they feel more prosperous than $5 $20 bills. So on the condition that the guest brings a $100 bill, they can schedule their appearance to be, or reschedule their 1111, whatever the case may be, to occur on the same day, where they can do both the 45-minute-ish 11:11 conversation where there's no promoting or selling, and then take a little break, 15 minutes of preparation for talking about interview style conversation on their passions, back to back, same day. So they're saving all the travel expenses. It's done on the same day. It's blessing Samina. She's in a position where what's important to her is money, being self-sustainable. So it's all going to her. I'm not getting anything. This is to bless her. And in addition, as a bonus gift to people who take her up on the option of doing the two platforms on the same day back to back and booking it, back to back, I told Samina that we can offer a second cameras on the guest. So it'd be a face, instead of the Passion Projects Lite being a one camera Facebook Live, just here where you're talking to Samina and it's like you see your side, right? It'll be this camera on you. So and she'll be switching the cameras, or I'll be switching the cameras. Bottom line, be investing in setting up a second computer just for her, so she can actually be switching the cameras, while the conversation's going seamlessly. How does that work? It's complicated. It doesn't matter. I don't need to explain it. But no matter what, if the guest commits, if the Passion Projects Lite guest commits to doing the 11:11 and the Passion Projects Lite on the same day, back to back, they get to save time in traveling because they can come here. They get to, pay the value of their time by a token amount of $100 brown dollar bill to Samina Fernandez, and they get a second camera on their Passion Projects Lite interview, so that when you're talking to Samina, your Facebook friends or community actually sees a headshot of you. They see your eyes. They see you as if you're speaking directly to them, like I'm doing right now. It almost, it's actually more like this. The camera would be like here, and it seems like, however I'm looking right now, that's what it would look like. So that's what you get for $100. And we also it's really important to Samina, and I'm going to just emphasize it is to me as well, is that we really want you to feel free to schedule the Passion Projects Lite on a different day if you'd prefer to get it for free. We would love that. Like, it's in the end, it's just we would just love to be able to do that for you, period. And I'm just making sure that this opportunity is available for those that it's important to be able to get this opportunity. And if you prefer, because money's tight, or because you just like the idea of coming on a second date in the future and saving money at the same time, and it's okay with you to have just a one camera Passion Projects Lite interview, and that's of no concern to you, then please don't let money get in the way. This is not like a trickery type of thing where we really just want to have you pay money, and if you don't pay money, we'll be disappointed. We really won't. It's a privilege for Samina and myself to be able to give back to you for making such a profound contribution to Samina's day and her life by having been on 11:11. I can't even express that eloquently, or just thank you. So and I wanted to just put that restriction in, is that Passion Projects Lite is a 100% gift, conditional, in the sense that all you have to do is actually schedule your free Passion Projects Lite, if that's the one you want to go for. Just schedule it before you actually arrive for your 11:11 with Samina, just as long as it's scheduled. And just so you know, you can reschedule it if the date doesn't work, and there's going to be no penalty. So you could even just kind of pick a date in the future if you really wanted to, because you can schedule up to 4 months in advance. You can pick a date and then change your mind later. Like, as long as it's scheduled and you understand what it is and you've read the page explaining it, and it's like you understand it, and you're present to the choice of 3 options. Just come on 11/11. That's all you want to do. Choice number 2, come on 11/11 and schedule your Passion Projects Lite for a later date before you arrive so that you can get it for free, or save time and get a second camera headshot by just having both episodes recorded all within less than 3 hours, because each episode is 45 minutes. So it's 45 minutes, boom, 15-minute break, and then boom on the next one, and you've got the double exposure. So I can honestly, truly say that both Samin and I don't have a preference to which one you choose. We just prefer that you really understood what your options were and you made a choice as to what was right for you before you came onto 11/11. And we would only be disappointed in ourselves if we didn't, if I didn't support Samina, because it's her platform here that I've created for her, but it's like her voice needs to communicate. She needs to express the marketing. She needs to express the option in her words. And we would only be disappointed if we failed to have you compelled to understand the offers before you arrived, such that because we didn't do a good job, making you want to understand these options, you were left with having to pay to come back when you rather would not have had to pay to come back. And that's why we'd be disappointed. So we're not disappointed in any choice you make. We'd only be disappointed if it wasn't the right choice for you, and we don't care which one it is, because we're just so profoundly grateful for the difference you have unknowingly made in Samina's life by showing up for the 11/11 conversation. Everything after that is just a complete bonus. And because we're both committed to not monetizing 11/11, I'm languaging everything as a monetization of Passion Projects Lite.